Oops, I forgot. What music to play? I'm trying to think. Oh wait, don't I have like a playlist for like drawing or something? Like goofy stream music or something like that? There's cooking stream music. Goofy stream music. What did I title this? Just double checking. I think we just double check that Twitch is running. Okay, yeah, Twitch is running. Good, 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 good. Okay, so today I'm gonna be messing with this Noita map thing. I'm just double checking something. I've changed my live stream setup. So now like I realized my internet is probably good enough to get away with make sure that's not too loud. Actually, I didn't configure my windows entirely. Let me make sure everything's lined up correctly. Something like that. That sounds a little loud, I'm not sure though. Oh, I think my audio is loud and it's fine. Okie dokie dokie. Oh yeah, I need to get one of the map captures open so that I can extract screenshots from it. For instance, we may very well be working on the pyramid. It's kind of weird that the actual boss chamber in the pyramid is... Like, is it? I think it's randomized design-wise. Anyway, yeah, if I grab a couple really nice and close screenshots, I'll create from clipboard. We should be good to go. But anyway, yeah, my internet seems good enough that I can simply stream both of my streams out from my PC, like, to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. I don't need another program for that. Who needs an in-between? I don't know how stable the YouTube one, like, is gonna be. We'll see. Today is a test. Also, I don't know if you can tell, we should be in 1080p. Actually, did I actually set that? Let me just double check. I believe, yeah, we're at a higher kilobits per second. I forgot this music always cuts off for some reason. It's so freaking weird. Obviously, maybe tomorrow's stream it'll be more obvious with Minecraft, because Minecraft is a game that I have right set up to look like really good. But it's been kind of muddy on stream, I think. Like there's limits to the quality of that. Anyway, so my plan today, I want to try and make something. It was kind of both. It's in that weird mix of inspired by, but also to help with. So Lim's got the map capture. So as you can see here, one of the layers I have is a screenshot of Lim's telescope. And I figured I would try to fill in a lot of these pixel scene biomes, where like if I get rid of this, you know, the actual stuff that's here, that, you know, to get perfect to the seed is a bit difficult. And they're large textures and whatnot. So I thought I would take the biome map. I can't with this music. I would take the biome map. I would go in here. I would kind of like. I already went through the process of mapping it all out. Like all of the notable details, so that I can get onto like the artistic details today. Yeah, just so I can fill in some of these, and then it's just like a 16 by 16 per chunk kind of thing. I think it'll be pretty good. But yeah, there will obviously be some artistic liberties taken. But you know, you can kind of see where it definitely would fill in some of these areas. The big thing, okay, the thing that kind of inspired this initially was one of Lim's problems is that adding in something like this, well, it's just kind of floating there. Also, there's the issue of the lake biome is like it's actually much lower than the actual biome thing. So there's like little stuff like that that's a little off. I should actually, one second. I'm gonna scribble something on here. So yeah, what I had done kind of off stream was get an idea for like where this stuff is and what the actual like, is this thing not centered? No, it's kind of centered. What the pixel like perfect size is. Oh, ignore this. I was messing with noise generation. Cause technically on Lim's map, biomes like this don't exist, so I'm wondering if I could do something like that. The one thing is, I will probably have to, if Lim likes this, because there's a chance Lim doesn't care for it because it insists upon itself. Who knows? If Lim likes this, I will have to make like little chunky pieces that can be used in like the parallel worlds and the New Game Plus, because those are different. I'm fine with making a couple variants. But, I should, like, okay, where to start is the first question. This music always gets me. I think the first thing I'm gonna start with is actually a modification to the way I'm displaying this. So, yeah, so because the, maybe a little steeper than that. There we go. Because of the way the stuff displays, yeah, it's like some of this stuff, like it depends on the map capture, but some of this stuff is not on the surface properly, and it's just, yeah, I'm just gonna decide where the ground is first. I'm not gonna just use the map captures ground. In fact, I might get rid of that just so that it's not, like, messing with my brain. I also have to think of how to handle the tree, because there's a chance Lim wants to use the pixel scene for the tree. I mean, I'll probably make a variant that has... Basically, I'll make the one that I'm making, and then I'll make the version, like, or I'll edit it into the version where, Lim actually gets to, I should actually label where the highest points are. But yeah, I'm just gonna do some scribbling real quick. I'm not really 100% sure. I think I made these hills a little, like, the frequency of the hills is pretty high. Like, I could probably actually erase this and try to increase the frequency over here. Okay, it's actually really funny seeing this little thing here, where the arrow would be. I was like looking at Lim's map, and I'm like zoomed out like here, and I go to wipe a smudge off of my screen, and then I'm like, oh, it didn't come off. I zoom in, and that like arrow thing is here. Like it wasn't a smudge. So on the actual map, yeah, this kind of does sort of jut out like this. The other nice thing about doing it this way is I can have some artistic freedoms with exactly how I do it, while at the same time making it generally accurate. Also, eventually I'd be able to, like, actually add a consistent background. I had them test already a bit of how this renders. I may have made the snow biome a little tall, but I think it's generally, yeah, no, it's generally within bounds. I guess, is the snow biome? Yeah, I guess it is kind of a little taller than hills. Like 9 times out of 10, the I feel like 9 times out of 10 the little pond here is just, yeah, just a pit of despair. So just gonna mark some more details that I can work with. So what is the, yeah, the hill's frequency is, no, it's not completely absent. And then, yeah, desert has I think a much more mild frequency. I mean, they're all the same general concept. They're wibbly and they're wobbly. I think the thing for me that I'm gonna do here, as I erase this, yeah, this chunk, there are some weird chunks. Yeah, I think I do actually need to keep the desert pretty low. When I drew this line, I forgot that there were going to be, like, things in the desert that I could use as a guideline. And boy oh boy, they do kind of paint the picture of how low the desert is in general. But sometimes, I think sometimes, yeah, the skull is generally a little bit more buried. I will make a map. Also, yeah, first stream testing out a slightly different setup here. So, again, oh, hello. Yeah, I don't know, like, I mean, it's definitely not recommended to update your stream schedule too often, so I try not to do it too often, but, I do think this schedule is gonna work really well for me. The thing is, I can get, like, things like dinner done, I can go on walks, I don't feel like my day is up, like, immediately. What's a stream schedule? Something people with anxiety have. What? I don't know. Okay, let's see. Well, I could probably, I mean, starting with the hills makes sense, but I kind of want to do the pyramid because I did all this, like, detail work, and I just kind of want to see what it looks like. But now that you're here, yeah, I was just talking about how I'm probably going to do the whole map just because it seems like a fun project, but I'll definitely do the surface, and then I'll see what parts you actually want. I'll even probably make you, like, little 16 by 16 textures so that you can, like, add some of these to, like, New Game Plus if you want. Because I know this only really works with the New Game map. And I might need a parallel world variant, etc., etc. But, well, yeah, 16 by 16 was just me scaling these to a specific size. Basically, they're, just made to be a pixel art fitted to the biome map. I mean, I could probably up the size, but it's already 1120 x 768 at this size, so I didn't want to push it too much, and working with the simplicity seemed like a fun idea. But yeah, let me start with the pyramid. So how we're gonna handle a lot of this is we're going to do kind of similar to what I did before, where I'm going to take, well, in this case, I'm gonna actually do a bit differently. In-game pixels to 1 pixel here. I guess that works out to what it is, yeah. So a little lower resolution than the generally 10 pixel Wang files. Well, okay, I'm not sure. I think it's 16 by 16 in-game pixels. I really don't actually know. I was just picking this because it's like a standard, yeah, so wait a second. If it's 512 divided by 16, that's a times 16. I mean, so wait, is it 32 by 32? Wait. In-game pixels? I don't really 100% know. I was just picking something. Oh! Right. Actually, do I want to copy this into this layer and then, yeah, okay. I was just picking something that I felt like would be, kind of big. Yeah, maybe it's a bit large. The good part is I am pretty good at once I've like drawn pixel art, like, you know, if I duplicate this real quick, scale image ×2, just such a big image if I do it this way. It's like technically, oh gosh, I gotta get rid of that. Yeah, I'm not like too bad at then going back through and like if I wanted to like up the resolution, I could probably like go in and do that. We'll see how it looks. I think it's kind of easiest to do the low resolution one for me and then work it up. Plus I just think it would look neat. I don't know. We'll see as I go. Anywho. Yeah, so wow, that is actually way too big. I just need like need to start with some basic color. So the pyramid has this, yeah, it has this like inner texture. I'm not sure how in depth we're gonna get with some of these texture colors, but you know, I've got screenshots to work with. I'm just gonna work. Can I, like... One second, I didn't think this part through where the background is, like, slightly obnoxious. I guess I could just, yeah, set it to that while I'm working on detail work. So yeah, the pyramid does just kind of go into the ground. This is where I think I might apply a little, just an itty bitty amount of artistic direction. It doesn't have to look perfect. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I think the pyramid kind of is almost like a good starting place, just because it's a little weird. Oh, you know what? When I did this originally, the pyramid was actually one of the first ones I did. And something I didn't really detail very well. Yeah, some of this is piles of sand, so like having the map open, which by the way, I think today I'm gonna put chat over here so I can have it open while I have the map open. Yeah, some of these are piles of sand. So like if we grab a sand color. Yeah, because there's like well, actually, okay, one second. I don't have, man, is there a way to toggle sample merge? Because I don't like it. I think as I get more colors, it won't be as bad, but as is, it's getting in my way a lot. This is looking very censored. What does that mean? Oops. Maybe this is how we get your lower spoiler version. You don't have the entire detailed map, you just have pixel art. I don't think that really reduces the level of spoilage that much, let's be honest. Yeah, definitely these should be like too thick. Just double checking real quick. I am properly chunk aligned, right? Yeah, okay, good. Also just double checking, how's my stream look? Oh, wait, yeah. Here I am trying to be like, oh, I can see YouTube chat, and then I'm doing something where I need my second monitor to, like, look at so much stuff that I, again, cannot see YouTube chat. For this bit, yeah, just obviously adding a lot of the little detail stuff later is also going to be part of the process. Where's the actual chunk boundary? Okay. Yeah, so this part, wow, I'm getting kind of very specific. Okay, it's really funny to me. I was bringing this up on the stream. I know it's a little hard to demonstrate it here. But, like, oh, yeah, it's super blurry. You can't see it. This little thing here exists. There is, like... oh, gosh. I don't have the map on screen. There are these, like, little chunky bits that you can kind of see, like, sometimes, I guess, are useful. But it just means there's, like, this whole thing is not aligned. It's really weird looking. Just want to fill these colors in accurately. Oh, okay. So I'm like, what am I looking at? Hello. I am noiting in the least Noita way possible today. Guess this spot, yeah, no, this spot goes inward, it's fine. This is such a weird, like, wait, what am I looking at? Oh, when I drew this, I missed a piece. Okay, I can fill that in. I think this is supposed to be like a little, yeah, whoops. Do not trust the process. The process is untrustworthy. Oh, I know. Sorry, I want to grab colors without needing to enable sample merged. Let me just do it the way I made the map colors to begin with and just do it that way. There we go, put some sand down. This is tool map of New Game Plus 3. I recognize it. Huh? Ah, yeah, New Game Plus 3. Where the world becomes void. Do you mean this? I did grab the right map capture, right? Yeah, I'm on just regular. Okay, so I need, like, some of this, like, inner terrain. Fill these in. Oops. Why do I keep missing spots? Am I crazy? Am I gone mad? This spot is actually a different color. It's like that. Yeah, this is coming along. I like it. Sorry, I'm just like leaning in and squinting like, is that supposed to look that way? I guess that actually probably looks a little bit more like that. Oh, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go, get the doors in. I feel like the pyramid is... Like, if I want to get really detailed into it, maybe it could end up being one of the more complicated ones to, like, make it look really good. Like, again, I'm gonna start with these flat color things, and then I'm gonna add, like, better detail later, I guess. I just wanna vibe with it for a moment. So I'm actually gonna put that there. Oof. Actually, you know what? Okay, no. We're taking, like, we're finding a good, like, single pixel of blue. There we go. Put that there. Again, we have to take some liberties, I guess. There's technically, actually, this whole door is basically covered in sand, and then there's sand there. Mini, it's so small. Oh. Let's see. So this actually has a couple little details here. There's actually technically some kind of like little eye shape here if I want to get that detailed into it. Do something like that for the top of the pyramid. So you know what? I could just fill tool. Yeah, the pyramid has a couple little spots of odd detail. Like, technically, I should actually have... If I'm being really specific about it, there's, like, these two little bumps down here. Oh, that is so specific, though. That doesn't look correct. I wanted to stream today to once again run the... My eyes are way... Just be very sad, annoyed, depressed, and despaired, and no determination. Oh no! Should I go ahead and push this update with the bonus pixel scenes? Lim, please, give me a chance! I'm going crazy here! I'm like... I just want to see what it looks like with my stupid little thing I'm trying to draw. I want to see it with this once I draw it, you know? Actually, this whole area down here... So this area turns into terrain. It's actually very strange looking. Maybe I will just leave it as, Oh, wait, whoa, wait, this is... Oh, this is so weird. Why is the pyramid designed like this? The area down here has... It's actually... So the area down here is actually one of these pieces. So technically, if I wanted accuracy... If I wanted accuracy, I would, just paste one of these down here? I mean, I suppose if you want to push it. But, I don't know, like, I haven't, like, I guess I would have to take another look to actually feel whether or not it looks, like, polished now compared to what you had before. I mean, it is a bit mixed. I mean, I guess you'd at least want to wait until, like, we update the way the backgrounds on the surface look, because it looks pretty bad with the background colors on some of those. I actually just want to see real quick, so if I disable that... So currently, I guess this is what, currently, I guess this is what your map looks like. Oh, okay. I guess it's just underground pixel scenes then. But, yeah, so I need to do my own backgrounds here, but the difference is kinda nice with the pyramid looking a little bit more solid. Maybe I should try to color match my existing color tiles. I guess you're using one of them, so... But, Oh, just the pixel scenes that can vary? Oh, okay. If you're not talking the static ones, like I'm assuming, does that mean you're pushing, for instance, this little the hourglass cave? I know. Okay, if you're pushing the water, the darkness cave, that's definitely a good one because it does include an item technically. That definitely makes sense. Then there's also that little tiny. Are you doing things like that little tiny cave of gold? Dark cave, friend room, gold stash. Okay. Yeah, those make sense. Okay, never mind. My worry about incompleteness is it doesn't really apply to those as much. Though I am still gonna draw some of those. Just, you know, for the fun of it as we go along. So I'm gonna leave the pyramid for a minute here. Though I'm kind of, one second, I want to try, so let's just, like, no, that's way too little. So what happens if I do like that? Does that make it seem like a heart orb? I don't know. Feels weird with holy mountains missing, despite basins being there, though. Well, I do want to do my mini holy mountain. Okay, when I was messing with this last night, I'm not gonna lie, getting this to be the holy mountain within this pixel setup was a thing of madness. Oh man. Also, I do realize, yeah, for stuff like this, I can definitely take some pixel colors. But one second, let me grab what's the actual holy mountain background colors. This will be one where I'll probably need multiple colors here. Filters, blur. Yeah, because that's like green, like the colors in here vary a lot in the background. So it's like I could fill in some of that with that, but then like over here, it's I don't know. I'm gonna have to put some more. Like this will actually take some effort, I think. To like most of the detail work is in the background. Also, I guess I should ask. So what is the Save the Nutty thing that you were gonna be doing? I am none the familiar with. Well, I don't keep up with people very well. I'm a bad person. Is it like, so you said charity, or is it more like is it charity or like health fundraising, or what do we got here? How do we do? Asked about adding a spoiler safe toggle, but I feel like in this case, one idea, people already come to see the entire map. It's already. So the only thing I would say with like a function like that is I would think it would be neat for people that like, I don't know, want to use it to sort of map out their run. Now, it would be really cool if you could import something from the game, but that might require a mod. I really don't know. But the one thought that did come to mind for me would be something where it defaults to only showing you. So just get this real quick. So like you enable would it be like, if you had something like this, would it be wise to have like a specific link that, like, you know how you can put things in the URL and they set things, like a link so people could click it without seeing the whole thing? But yeah, it would be kind of neat if it's like, oh, you only see like this when you boot it up, and like maybe you could click the squares and they actually like reveal chunks of it. Like, oh, you know, I'm only familiar with like here, or you're here, you know. It's like, oh yeah, there's the holy mountain. Let me just you know, click through and see more of the map. Something like that might be cool, but I don't know. Oh man. Yeah, the thing about Fog of War is it definitely would take a lot to implement, so it's a cool idea, but I definitely wouldn't be abandoning it myself, at least. Yeah, that sounds rough. Oh my gosh. I never... I hate that I never really know what to, say about stuff like that, just because I myself am never really in all that much of a financial position to be very helpful, I suppose. And, wishing luck always sounds like the most hollow thing ever, you know? But maybe more vague, like, does this spell exist in this world, or which biomes? Sprites, which I think would be fun to use somehow. Yeah, I guess, just trying to think through, apparently this turned off my brain. Sorry, no, I'm actually really trying to think. Okay, what if... Here's a silly one. What if you had it so you could disable, like, certain search functions? Like, you can't just search for any wand, and it doesn't have the auto, like, complete features. So people can only really search for things they know exist. Maybe that's an idea? I don't know, this is a difficult one, because this sounds like a cool idea, but it's hard to say, like, okay, what do we actually prevent people from using? Like, what would a user that would want to do this want? Is, I guess, what goes through my head. So I just kind of want to... grab this real quick. We're gonna get into full ADHD hour, I think, when it comes to me being like, oh, I want to work on this detail. I want to work on this detail. Just like, it's gonna get a little, maybe a little chaotic. Ah, sorry, trying to pop my jaw. There it goes. A little bit better. Okay, so what is the color? Are you using the same color? Okay, we're using the same color. So the funny part is, I did all this work on the lake last time, or not last time, but on my own. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do, like, I can just do the detail work. Oops, we're done. Almost, 1 second. We got a couple rogue pixels here, but yeah, me doing some of this off stream does kind of just mean finishing this on stream is just setting a couple colors. Like, obviously I have to do the racetrack details. And I have to grab the actual lava color. Wait, no, this is my weird scaled up one. Let's get rid of that. Actually, I think... Okay, 1 second. Let me just see real quick. What is the actual color of lava? Is it the actual map lava pixel? It's very close. But it's like, bam. Okay, we're done. There it is. There's the lava lake. Yippee. Shout out to the Noita map, I guess. that's what that looks like? Yeah, it kind of comes up a little bit before it goes over the bridge. Or if I could, yeah, grab a second pixel color and just kind of make it seem a little bit more like a rope bridge. Detailing it this way is kind of reminiscent of some of the maps people would draw back in the day. I need a skull. One second. Can I put a skull here somewhere somehow? No, it doesn't really, it's too small for a skull. Just a little too small. Skull too big. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, the racetrack kind of does come down like that. I mean, really, that... there it is! There's the racetrack! In full detailed glory. I can even add the 3 little dots at the beginning of the track. But I don't like how that color came out. One second, let's brighten it up a little bit. You know, there's a green dot at the start of the track. I gotta add that. It's kind of at the entryway. In fact, the entryway is not positioned correctly in my head. Like, it needs to be 1 over. Yeah, it's like something like that. It's probably more accurate. Getting these little pixel approximations of everything. One second. Let me just double check. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything on YouTube because, again, yeah, the one time I have it set up a little differently, and well, here's actually to, hoping that I don't actually end up missing any messages, because setting up YouTube for a stream like this is actually a little weirder than it was before. So previously, Restream handled the sending the YouTube over to me, like the chat messages and everything. Now I don't have that. So it's definitely a little different now. There we go. The approximated cave. I think this is starting to look neat. Again, like if we compare with and without, it definitely does the job, especially from afar for something like that. And then there's also the corporate wants you corporate wants you to see the difference between these two pictures. I guess my cave comes down a little bit more than the actual cave. But I think I'm getting it pretty good with that lava cave. Heck, I think, like, even zooming in on it. Now, obviously, it's gonna look a lot clearer on the actual map capture, but there's definitely a benefit to pixel art for something like this, just because there's a deliberateness to it, I suppose. A deliberateness and a comfort. Okay, so I'm gonna grab Capture of the overworld. Just grab me some grass real quick. Yo, dude, this grass. Aye. Hang in there, because no one else will hang for you. What? So, I mentioned recently the sort of replacement of I no longer just go on walks to get my exercise. You know, the exercise I need so I don't just freaking keel over one day. And so I've been picking up trash as a way to make more use of it, and also it kind of guides me to have like something I'm actually actively doing during my walks. I always felt weird that I was just, I don't know, wasn't doing anything. I'm just doing something truly just for myself, and it's you know, kind of unguided and strange. And it's always awkward because like you're just out and about, and there is that weird social element of like nobody cares, but in the back of my brain cares that I'm just like, you know, awkwardly passing by people. It's just like, you know, everybody's minding their own business, but my brain is like, you're bothering them. So it's been kind of nice because I think people have started to recognize, like, it changes the vibe completely from that weird social anxiety of, like, am I bothering people, to I've had one or two people, like, do a little honk and wave, like, they definitely seem to be happy with my efforts, so it's just like, yippee, a sense of purpose, and also a sense of I'm doing the opposite of bothering people. And so, yeah, with all that, where's the, okay, that is the chunk edge. It is still really funny to me that pretty much day 2 of doing the trash pickup, which again, we live up north. There are giant snow piles everywhere. When the snow thaws, the piles of trash emerge. It's kind of bad. So part of the motivation is just wanting the neighborhood to be better and the environment to be better. And, yeah, you know. Gotta live by that no one is coming to save you guideline. And I will say, I do feel like every time I go out and do these walks, the neighborhood does definitely feel cleaner. There's a couple places that will kind of be forever dirty. Like near the gas station, I feel like always has new trash, but you know, we're kind of filtering through and ridding the world of that just bit by bit. Oh, this little pond. This is where I just need to grab a watercolor of some kind and just add it in myself. Also, wait a second. Yeah, wait. This doesn't need... This needs to be just in. What does the pond look like? It kind of just cuts a hole out, so this is kind of not very exact. This is coming along pretty well. Of course, I have to remember, 2 hours of streaming does not feel like a lot. Like, admittedly, that's the one downside to the new stream schedule, is it's just gonna be like, oh, stream's up now, bye. Like, luckily not actually quite that bad, but, may very well feel that way. Fill these basins in with water. Again, I'm just whatever suits my fancy at any given moment is what I will be working on for now. Not too much blur on this one because there's a lot of detail work. Like, some of these I'm gonna have to come back to and add details to. We'll make our basic one, and then we'll go all in later, I think. Like, there's pixel art, and then there's pixel art, you know? Just trying to get the basic gist of it all. It's like I could do the little platform, but I think the slightly larger platform makes more sense. But anyway, yeah, so like, yeah, one of the first times I started doing this cleaning, I found a freaking $100 bill. Which was kind of good, because I kind of needed that for something. And then I've continued doing it. And, the thing that's the funniest to me about it... I think the thing that's the funniest to me about it is that the, then I found later on a $1 bill. Wow, 100 times less money. And then today, I found a penny. Can we get much lower? So every time I found money, it's gone down by quite a magnitude, I suppose. Luckily, I'm not doing it for the random money I can find, but, again, I kind of got a kick out of how stupid that is. Oh, right, actually... Did the music get really quiet, by the way? Yeah, that's an approximation, I think, sorta. You know, obviously, like I keep saying, I'm gonna go back through and do detail work, because I can do some stuff. I want to be kind of careful with what colors I pick. Animation. Yeah, actually, one second. I'm just gonna start actually color picking manually. Because the darkness in the background is kind of too dark to get away with doing notable shading on some of this. Animation. Also has this kind of like outer glow effect. Like it's very bright in the middle and it kind of goes outward like this. Also, one second, I can actually get a proper green tablet color. Put that in a couple spots real quick. There's one here. Just to do better approximations. I'm not sure about this this orb, like trying to make it look like it has a heart in it thing that I did earlier. Let me try it a little bit more subtly, maybe. It is very limited how much space I'm working for something like that. That would definitely benefit from doing it at 32x. No, that's actually darker. You know what? I'll use that on the bottom then. I really wanna... Oh, wait, no, it's not darker. I'm just... Well, no, it actually would have been darker if it did that. Can I... Yeah, that kind of gives it a little bit more of the depth that it needed. Yeah, you lose a lot of detail, but I think you can retain a lot. Also, I wonder, would that look better even though that's not accurate? Hmm. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, this shouldn't be this color, I don't think. If I want it to seem more like the steps in the background. Hmm. Oops. So I make this a little darker. We can maybe make it seem like it has a little bit of like, I guess some kind of like sub-pixel detail. Why did I get like a second of some kind of organ sound? Oh, YouTube paused my thing. It's like I could do that, but I think, like, I don't know. It's hard to tell if that really is helping it look correct. I mean, definitely from a distance. Again, from a distance, it works pretty well. Actually, I think I know what I'm doing wrong with it. It is angled this way, but the lighting actually goes up like this. And there definitely needs to be... Yeah, no, I see. I see. This is contrasted out so much that it actually contrasts like that. So it's like something like that. Kinda. Again, this is such a dark scene. It's a little hard to truly make it match in. It does kind of blend in with the like doing something like that, make it seem more realistic. I don't know. The nice part is, as I work on these, you know, I can do stuff like this and just, like, bring it over. It's like, oh, yeah, okay, well, we got that one, so now we've got all of them. Not all of them, but, you know. Yeah, like, put one down here. Put one down here. Wait, it's this one down here. Yeah, just throw them around the map. And then afterward, just... Oh, wait, yeah, wait. I need... Where is that file? What I need next is the background color I was using. Biome color... biome limb background. Open with GIMP. There we go. This will actually let me... increase my accuracy 10 billion%. Sort of. I believe each of these uses the actual biome background color, so... Yeah, that one's correct. Next, we do this one. I'm gonna take my BRB in a second. Don't you worry your sad little face. Oops, I missed a pixel. Ah. I'll probably just include a basic little transparent version of this that doesn't have like a little background. That way Lim can sort of shove it into New Game Plus. If Lim so desires. Why do I play this nonsense music? Okay, I'm gonna take that BRB already. Be back in uno minutes. Where's my settings? So far, so good on that stream. Wow. Wow. Just stretching my legs. Don't mind me. Don't forget to stretch yours and break them as well. Okay. That's good enough. Shorter streams, shorter BRBs, right? Oh, get that weird music going again. No kidding on the weird. Okay, next up, I'm going to add a layer mask to this sky background so I can, you know, enable it and not have it ruin everything. So, yeah. Select invert. Perfect. Now I can really see. Oh wait, I've got to also. Oops, no EDR. What do I want to do to fix that? I guess just make it invisible and fix it this way. Ideally, with the way that Lim's map works, I should still be able to have the base map kind of overlay this. Ooh, I should also make a variant for the vertical parallel worlds, which is just a nice... Well, no, actually, wait. I guess it would be a nice gradient with the moon there? I don't know. Some of that stuff's probably not all that necessary. A lot of this isn't necessary. Heck, there is an argument to be had. The only reason this is happening is because I thought it to be neat. What? Say that to my face? Oh my gosh, he's throwing bombs! Build that in. The sky is infinite. I really do wish Noita had an effect where the higher you get. Have you heard of me exposing the apotheosis pixel offset? I'm not sure if I've heard of you exposing it, but I did note years ago that any mods that try to work with apotheosis can't because the map isn't the same size. But I'm not sure if that's at all related to what you're talking about. But actually thinking about it, yeah, wouldn't it? Yeah, okay, yeah, you can actually see it, I think, on the map capture, maybe. Because of the world size, I already see some of these biomes they have that, like, that tiny bit of blend, don't they? I don't think that exists in the main world, right? I guess it does exist a little bit. Yeah, oh, it's only 4 pixels? Okay, maybe I'm just seeing things. I don't know. 4 pixels on a Wang tile. Or, is it per Wang tile? I don't, now I'm actually not sure. But no, yeah, yeah, I guess it would in regular. Being able to get, pixel scene stuff, or weird spawn pixels without needing New Game Plus does sound spicy, to say the least. Okay. Zoom in a little bit more, actually, before I take that screenshot. In-world can have some edge noise stuff, but it's rare. Yeah, I guess you did mention... Wait, was that New Game? It might have been. I'm trying to remember. You did mention there is a... Isn't there a case of, getting the trailer alter or something? How deep is this? Can't see it. It's pretty deep. Desert's weird. Desert's weird, man. New game plus, or new game, but with overlap. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'm still wondering whether the developers knew it was a thing and managed to avoid it, or if they just got really lucky. That's something I'm not sure about. Part of me just assumes they got lucky. With the map being the correct size. Like what size is it? It's 48 by 70? Right? Yeah. Mind strain shifted on top of Clef's mind spawns random spells. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, whoops. I don't want that. Anything interior should not be like this. Oh, whoops. Ah, crud. That's not the mask. If this works like I'm hoping it does, which again, Lim did already kind of test this a little bit for me. I think this should mean... Oh, whoops, well, so Lim's actual... Well, I guess, okay, so the only reason I had to erase in here was because, the background. I don't want to erase the background. Basically, what Lim tested for me already, this goes over top the background, but behind the wing tiles. So, what you can't see in my little preview here is this should mean the clouds have a matching, like, all of these should have, like, matching clean backgrounds if we do it this way, maybe. Obviously, I'm gonna have to make New Game Plus variants, but that's besides the point. Or a variant, probably. Probably not more than one, right? Right? It can't be that bad, right? Water. Can I just take the watercolor and just do it? I guess actually, let me just use the fill tool. That way it won't actually break anything. Okay, so we do get into I need to figure out how to make the Burning Man look good this small. He's so freaking small. Oh boy. I made him freaking tiny. I mean, it does look kind of okay, but I think I can do better. Let's get an actual terrain color. Luckily, the island is like a really pathetic, like, single color mess. Okay, one second. I should just fill this back in. Gourd. I will say, some of the choices of like design in this game are just weird. Like, I guess it's supposed to look like a water drop. I don't really 100% get what the thing here is. Like, it's a water drop with a fireball in it. Oops, that's not supposed to be enabled. I mean, I guess, speaking of which, let me just, add that. Unpaid artist. I guess I am. Let's see. There's a couple spikes down here. I'm just gonna, like, actually try detailing. Actually, isn't Lim, like, subscribed to my channel, like, basically forever? Because I drew a Hamas or something once? Like, I think I'm good. I'm slowly, getting myself in a weird position where I'm doing things for friends, and then they're, like, subscribing to my Twitch forever because of it. Cause, like, my friend Will, who I made that Minecraft island for, I think he subscribed to my Patreon, and that's probably just gonna be just there forever. Well, I guess that's a good enough comment as any to convince me to kill myself. Jeez, dude. Yeah, actually, humanity's doomed. I'm out. It's like a little bit of this here. This is like, this is a bit, silly on the details. Drawing Hamas, good luck. You know, that's always gonna be one of the things, should that blend up more popular? No, I hate that feeling. Oh. Oh. Community anxiety. I think the worst part is there's a part of me that relates just because of, like, the experience I went through with Minecraft. Look at that! Wait, that's so much better! With Minecraft getting the sort of, updates that made my structure spawner completely irrelevant, basically. Something like that? Yeah. That's so much better than my little stick figure from a moment ago. This is where I think I just like the fact that if you compare the scale, obviously it's a bit larger than the actual thing, but it's kind of when you have that landmark on a map kind of thing going. Is that comically oversized? It's a bit comically oversized, but that's kind of artistic liberty. I'm allowed a little bit of artistic liberty for things that don't matter that much. If I make a 32x version of this, I'll just scale it down a bit. Looks like I need... Let's see, next up, just because we're jumping around constantly, by the way, I'm going to work on the island above the mountain. Because I cannot sit still. Admittedly, I do feel like with what Lynn was showing me with Woot's like updated version, I do still think I prefer like Lim's way of handling like UI and stuff currently. There is a part of me that doesn't necessarily need the map capture. It's like I think the map capture ultimately is a little bit weird to me next to the when put next to the wang tiles, because that's part of why I'm doing this, because I just feel like full detail map capture like pyramid next to flat wang tile, this just might just look better, I think. Maybe. We'll see. I will support Lim's version or die trying. I don't know, man. I guess this is just kind of sitting raw on top. Of course, here I am using the map capture to get colors. So I still have to appreciate what the map capture is. It's not by any means worse or bad, it's just the community has different tools now. They serve somewhat different purposes. I feel like these icicles are a little dark because of the transparency effect, so let me lighten that up, actually. I mean, with the one I was testing, you know, not to be salty, but the UI when I was trying to see how it worked, kept unclicking and clicking the button for trying to get me to go to his Patreon. So this is not my best work. TBH. I might actually make these icicles darker again. Well, maybe not too much darker. Bitcoin one on top. Oh. I'm like, something's wrong here. Yeah, I didn't replace some of these snow pile pixels. Man, that is a... Let me just grab like a nice raw, bright snow. Bitcoin wand's a thing. Online wand. Like... I do wonder what the motivation behind some of these stranger choices is as well. Because they are certainly strange choices. Especially for something that then went, like, kind of unused in the usual sense that it, you know, isn't really functional in game. Will you draw a Leviathan? I might take artistic liberty to make it look cool, but yes, it's scribbled there, so maybe eventually. Obviously, I'm not doing all this on stream. In fact, again, the first stream where I'm only going for about 2, I'll probably extend, just this once, I'll probably extend it a bit late. I say just this once as if this isn't going to become 3 hours of streaming a week. A stream, like, I go from like, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm only gonna do 8 hours like usual, and then it just becomes like 12 hours a week. Just because these streams just get extended because I'm dumb. Yeah, for this stream, you know, I'll go a little overtime just to get the overworld details, but I'll probably draw a bit more of this offline. And then if I don't finish it offline, then I don't know, maybe we'll see it again. It has great potential of being drawn comically large. I mean, really, if I go back to the blurry map capture, look how tiny he is. He's nothing on this, like, at this resolution. He's barely a smudge. So I definitely, I was just joking to Lim today of like Leviathan in my head. Let me save this image so I can post it on stream. Leviathan in my head is much more exciting than Leviathan in reality. Let's see, where is it? Where did it go? Oh boy. Is this it? Yeah. This is what I hear Leviathan, I see how it looks, I expect the fight to be like insane. But no, Leviathan is a little baby that you boop him and he cries at you. Wait, what are we complaining about Hills 2? You gotta have... But this is Hills 2! This is how it looks in game! It doesn't look any different! do you want me to... Do you want me to present misinformation? I can give you Hills 2 real quick, 1 second. You want Hills 2? You want what we think Hills 2 should look like? 1 second, where is yours so that I can see the actual... That's the wrong thing. Is it 3 chunks wide? Or... No. I guess it is 3 chunks wide actually, right? Or, yeah. Oh crud, I had the interpolation set still. There you go. This 16 chunks out. Misinformation. I slightly squished it thinking that would present the higher frequency effect, but it didn't really work. Seriously though, I would love if Hills 2 actually spawned up. Okay, so in this theoretical in this theoretical mod that I keep saying that maybe I'll develop one day, I think I would actually turn this entire area up here into Hills 2. And actually, like, modify it so that... Am I stupid? Why does it look like this? Does it always look like this? I guess it does always look like it. Does it actually always look like... Am I stupid? Huh. I guess I am stupid. Does it always look like... Am I crazy? It does always look like that. The heck? Hills 4. Well, that's the funny part. To actually mod it, because then in New Game Plus, if I made Hills 2 taller with the noise profile, then New Game Plus would just be buried. So I would actually probably have to make Hills 3 and make the whole area up there Hills 3. But yes, I'm willing to leave that there. This is coming along. Huh? Wait, I'm confused. What did I do to the image? Oh. The heck? Huh? How is this mask being applied? Okay, so... actually make tiles more interesting, I guess, instead of just copying them from the lake. Did you see my Hills 3 mod? Huh, I guess I haven't. Okay, sorry, something... Am I not drawing at full opacity? 1 second. Show layer mask. Why? Huh? Why is my pitch dark color not actually pitch dark? Get out of here with that. Yeah, draw a 2,000 pixel wide brush. Okay, that should fix whatever the heck I was doing weird there. It was brightening the top pixels. It was weird. It was making my my image wrong, and it was messing. If it went to the very top instead of stopping short, like how Infinite Power Plant works. Oh yeah. I really will always insist I wish this would just tile endlessly into the ground. Like, that would just be super cool and make me happy. And my happiness is more important than anything. What? I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. Stop gaslighting me. Jeez. Calm down, Crab. I almost kind of hate when I do that gag of getting, like, really angry, but it's fake. Because then I'm just, like, afterward, I'm like, man, I don't like angry Crab. That's not good vibes. That's a bad man. That's a man that shouldn't exist. Okay. Sorry, I'm just thinking about how this should look with your underground biome, but... because you have that, like, colored really bright, unless I had a setting weird. Also, full accuracy on Noita, with the little split here where it actually splits. Double checking, okay. Hey, Gold, can you do me a little favor? Just so I know my stream is working like I think it should. Can you go over to my YouTube and post a comment in my stream chat? I just want to make sure the whole, like, me copying over the URL so that I could view it on stream worked. Thank you. Very helpful. Why is this man like? Why are you like this? Mod. Let's kill this guy. What the heck? Sometimes GIMP has been zooming in weird locations, and I'm not sure why. Oh, did you comment over there? Okay, good. I see it now. Thank goodness. I just wanted to make sure. I just wanted to make sure so that I knew that this whole split streaming thing was like working properly with my chat and everything. Okay, so I've already got a stone texture. Man, thank goodness for the fog of war in Noita. Not gonna lie. Admittedly, a lot of things like the mountain kind of can look pretty dang ugly. Like in full bright. Like you just look at it too long and you just see the way the texture's cut off and everything. Where is the... Okay, the biome technically cuts off like here. But that's only like 1 pixel of the biome. Kind of already shaped the mountain. Probably shape it a little bit better. It's kind of generic. It's got a couple little lumps on it. You'd better get those checked out. Yeah, it kind of does. Actually, I could probably make this opening a little larger. In fact, yeah, I didn't put much effort into this opening. This is where I can't just take my word for it, and I have to do some modification. I guess the mountain pixel scene does actually clip into the biome below a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't really know what... I guess there really aren't any rules for... like how biomes... or how these large pixel scenes actually work. Like, there really aren't rules. None whatsoever. They just work. Anyway, it's nice to know that the YouTube chat works. Too bad I'm gonna still basically ignore it for the whole stream because I can't see it behind the program. Yes, clip into that wang tile. Did I already have... No, I don't have a screenshot. Second, I need this. I need it! Love making everything blurry. It's my favorite pastime. It has a couple little different background textures here. Got like a little sliver of it here. And then this kind of continues. Oh yeah, wait a second. I have to simulate the spikes coming down from the ceiling. That's also important. Oh, it's got the stones in the background as well. Oops. Okay, another color. This color. I can probably use for the little stones in the background. Oops. Oops. There's like 2 pillars here. And there's like a slightly more bluish background as well. Vibing with the music, I see. Is this one new? What, the soundtrack? It's just Mario Party 4? Should I put little pixels of, should I put little pixels of gold in this when I do it? Oh, the Hamas. One second, let me check something. I'm trying to remember whether I had it before. Creator dashboard. Content. Is it content? No, it's viewer rewards. Emotes. Okay, yeah, so I had 2 slots in bonus animated emotes. And I guess it got, either I didn't put it in there or it got slotted out before. So now that my emotes are back properly, so is the Hamas. I do not have the slope of this mountain correct at all. Probably more like that. I really want to go as far as to like do these little bits here. That's so specific. Ooh. And like the little rocks. Yeah. This is why we do this. Sometimes in the Noita Discord, it's been so long since I last posted some of my Hamas images that it might as well be new to all the people there. Like, I just looked back over to the one that I just posted, and it got a pin? I guess it hadn't been pinned before. I made that one years ago. Farming my own content. I'm pretty sure I made that one. I usually, it was in my own folder, and I save other people's to a different folder, so. This makes the snow seem so close. Oh, what the couple is thinking about one. Let me grab the slightly lesser one. Yeah. Okay. Here's a really, really specific detail. Drip of water. You know what? Can't I just... Well, I'm gonna have to sample the transparency again later, but I can technically fill in some of these waters with, like, transparency. Because the little pond here is kind of the same way. It's not a perfect surface. really... Is there... One second. Can I sample... Sample merged. Use merged color... Wait. So if I use this... And then I set this back to 50... Oh, okay, sorry. I haven't really used some of these features in GIMP all that much. That's perfect. You can, so long as you remember what the transparency value is, you can set stuff like that. Okay, so that chunk... Yeah, okay, I have to fill all of that in. I don't know why I had this come down here so far. It's very much not correct. It's a stone, Luigi. I chiseled it! Mario, you gotta believe me! Okay, do I get even more specific in terms of, like... I had this little drip of water. What if I put a little drip of water up here with the stones? Actually, I guess it would be, like, here and here, but it's, like, so stupidly specific. Oh, man. How much does this mountain extend over into here? Not too much, but it does, technically. Actually, there's more of this kind of thing. Right, I should actually remove the sky background for that part. Because there be wing tiles there. I think this is really coming along pretty well. I'm pretty happy with my progress on this. It's a cute little project. I knew it would be pretty fun to mess around with. You know, even if it's never to be perfect. Grab this specific pixel color. It does somewhat of the trick. Okay, actually, I have an idea. This is slightly obnoxious to do. What I can do, however, I can apply jitter and just kind of like do a couple sweeps through. And it should apply a bit of noise. And then I can just like clean up anything I'm not... Actually, yeah, one second. We do a two-pass kind of system. We apply a lot of it, and then we go back into here. And knowing that some of these edges don't have as much of it, and whatnot, let's just clear it back up. You know what? The first pass was good, but the second pass, not so much. None of the edge areas have it. Definitely not down here, and maybe a little bit there, but again, just remove it from the edges. Converge the edges. Hey, remember that Sun Quest run? I'll get back to that soon enough. These ones can actually stay for whatever reason. Watch, I'll have been away from the game for just long enough that my skills will have rusted in like a week or two, Hey, at least at this rate, it seems my internet's not freaking out. So, I shouldn't have some of my worries I had before. Baby music. That's a little bit too obvious, I think, with the gold spots. Can I get something that's like somewhere kind of like blended in? Yeah, it's a little bit more mild. Yeah, I guess it ended up being, what, a lot of Mario Party music for my setup of like, oh, this is music I can have while I'm playing games, I guess. Oops, all Mario Party. I'm like trying to think what other music would I have been able to select that would have been good for this kind of, or just for like drawing streams. I guess, okay, sorry, I just realized this is Goofy stream. Oops, wait, this isn't my drawing stream playlist. Did I have a drawing stream playlist, or was that just what I assumed this, like, or is that just my drawing streams were Goofy? So, oops. This is the drawing stream music usually. This is not like Goofy drawing though. This is a different vibe altogether. Whatever, close enough. I haven't had a chance to do one of these playlists in a while. Some tiles down here.
The big cheese.
Oh no, the playlist has this stuff still.
Horse your chest and hips.
No, not the big cheese.
Dance honors the CEO.
Anything but the big cheese.
Standing proud on the backs of his.
Oh no, I don't think I shuffled the playlist. I think we're gonna get them all at once.
The discard.
No! Why do I torture myself like this?
No! Do not touch the form baton again until the proper time.
Okay, those golds are way too obvious. I think I know what to do though. I think I just need to like really make them mild. It started so well and slowly Doki Doki does. I mean, I think the funniest part for me is it was definitely not the first time I had listened to the entire soundtrack before. Still haven't done the snow biome. I might use the restroom and then try to do the entire up part of the world in the next 30 minutes. Oh. Did I have any snow color? I mean, I guess you've got this snow color that you were using, but let me grab a screenshot next of the snow biome. Clipboard. Filters blur. Yeah, so obviously with details like this spire, which spire's not exactly like that. It's a little bit more just kind of a directly pointy, like it comes to a pretty small point at the end. That's accurate enough. Oh, I have this on like 80%. The Fool. The discard. Yeah, sorry, I'm just filling these in one by one because I know I can modify the curve to be better-ish as I go. More accurate, perhaps? More in line with what its parents insisted it should do with its life? More depressed with its college diploma that it never wanted? Living on the street? Because its parents disapproved of its choice of employment. What am I doing? What is this? Holy moly. This music is so dissonant with whatever my previous bit was. I mean, I think to an extent this music is probably just simply dissonant with the world. Hypnospace is one of those games that I feel as though perhaps at some point I should purchase just because I feel like it had, like it did its job as video games, as art in that it still comes into my consciousness, but I only watched somebody play it. So I kind of feel bad that I never, like, I did that thing, that cursed thing that we do, where we watched Let's Plays instead of consuming media ourselves. Like, that's where the phrase beef brain comes from. I use that phrase all the time. I mean, there's a couple games I've managed to purchase where it's just like, finally, not just consuming it through someone else. Like, Katamari was on sale for cheap, so that's part of why I've been playing those. Like, there are a couple games like that. Which that should be back, you know, sometime this week. I think the funniest part about music like this from this game is that a load of the music is just like in-universe advertising. Okay, so it's about, yeah, it's about where that is. I can wibble it and wobble it. In-universe advertising for fake products on a fake internet. I do find it kind of funny. There is definitely a weird culture with... I guess actually no, I can't be too surprised about it. I was gonna say the odd culture of through a means of like nostalgia and other such things, we don't necessarily dislike like 90s advertising and other weird eras of it all. Because of, like, there's certain weird entertainment value sometimes it had. I think in the end, obviously, we mostly just dislike the fact that it's, you know, advertisement. But what I realized is I can't be too surprised that we look upon it fondly in retrospect. Because 90s advertising really kind of was little, like, TikTok skits, essentially. Kinda, in nature. Okay, I'm gonna take that BRB, though. But yeah, I'm gonna go a little over time. Who cares if my stream is supposed to be 2 hours now? Who cares? Who cares? Okay, actually, I guess I care. It's 9 o'clock. But still. Well, yeah, you did warn me, but I didn't really think one specific condition that I didn't think much about. The project I'm working on right now, I'm likely to just continue working on after the stream, so it's really, really hard to know actually when do I stop. Also, I should have double checked how long I had actually been away. Yeah, that's the one maybe awkward thing is it's a little unclear when to stop. For creative projects where I'm like, well, okay, I work on it until I'm done. I will say, okay, one second. Let me duplicate. Oops. Well, that's the whole project, but that's I guess good enough. Get rid of all the other layers. And delete that. Okay, this isn't gonna be perfect by any means. It's gonna have a lot of junk that it doesn't need. But I'm gonna send this to you, Lim. I want to see a screenshot. Remember when you implemented, Project Infinite Scope? Do you still have that image layer? I'm really, really curious what happens if you replace it with, the image I just sent you. I'm assuming in your dev version you have that still, or I hope you don't have to re-implement it to see. Because I really want to see, because I can get an idea of how it looks, but, obviously I can't see it for sure. Oops! I forgot the sky! Oh, crud. One second. One second, I need to... Before you do that, I'm gonna send you I want to see it with that. That's what I wanted to see. Sorry. What's that white line? Oh, I think that's... Oh, man, I hope that doesn't have a transparency thing. Also, obviously, no real, like, pressure to actually do it. I don't... especially if it needs to be re-implemented, then definitely don't, you know, don't feel too pressured. This is just me trying to figure out whether my efforts are in vain. I mean, what? Actually, is this chunk aligned? I can't tell. There's no color pixel. I think that's chunk aligned, so I think that's fine. Right, that biome's in the way. Right, I actually have to modify this slightly. Correct. The biome doesn't go down that far. Right, it's only off by 1 pixel. Sorry, I was really just a little confused. Well, it's, sort of coming along. I do think it makes the sky look a lot cleaner. Obviously, there's gonna be some stuff that's a little weird because your version and my version are rendering, but that's kind of fine. Like, oh gosh, you have the little pond and like some of the, oh gosh, the mountain overlapping. That's freaking weird. Oh yeah, the snow's not done. I kind of jumped the gun a little bit here. I just wanted to see. I wanted to see how the progress was going. Yeah, you'll definitely want to cut out some of your pixel scenes if you're... Well, okay. This is, I guess, where we have the choice between either I cut some of the pixel scene details or you cut them. I think anything that renders a black background on the surface probably would get replaced with my versions. Also, obviously, the tower is, yeah, not there yet. I love Hills 2. Hills 2 is great. Hills 2 is such misinformation, it's messed up. Yeah, this image is the equivalent of loading 1 pixel scene, I'd assume. So for every single one it strips down. Like, that's benefit. Actually, okay, so let me actually, limb test the desktop. Why is this music? So, sorry, what I'm looking at on stream here is Lim actually imported it into the program, and it's not perfect, but you can kind of see where some of Lim's details and some of my details are overlapping a little bit here. Like, the island water, I guess the water is going to be different. Maybe I should use the color you're using. But the overlap between them, my big one just makes it so obvious how much larger my texture is. Oh, I guess, unfortunately... Well, I guess I didn't have a texture for it much yet, so... I guess you can kind of see the difference between... 1 second, let me make this even larger. Oh gosh, scaling something like this in OBS is a little weird. You can see here, one of my little... in the center here... my orb room, and then I don't have the ruined one, so that's, I guess, what Limbs looks like without the textures. So that's one benefit to it, is you're loading some of these pixel scenes that rely heavily on, like, background images, and technically, even though mine's, like, really low resolution, it does the job a little better. Holy moly, calm down, music. No extra pixel scenes for comparison. Aha, okay, 1 second. same image. Limb test 2. Limb test 2. Let me get rid of this in OBS. So the other one that Lim has sent me. Yeah, so you can see all the stuff I have unfinished. This was actually something I was really, really curious about. Obviously, I guess I would probably need to actually see how it is in the program itself, especially because, can I change the scaling mode? I can't. It's gonna make it blur. I definitely think it's working pretty okay with the pyramid. My colors are a little off. I might actually want to use your well, no, wait, is the outside of the pyramid just like that? One second, let me see. No, it uses the same interior color, so I gotta get that color correct, and then I think the rest of it's correct. The watchtower, the watchtower I do need to fix. I mean, I might even just delete it depending on what you're handling it with. Definitely is nice to just have some of these just here. I haven't done any of the other ones, but do have the holy mountains. And yeah, I think it'll be charming, and that's kind of what I'm going for here. I think it'll make your tool charming. Doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing has to be perfect in this world. Not do the water tower, floating islands, foreground, only background. Pyramid looks great. Tower and island do not need to be done since it's tile based. Oh yeah. So these, I'll do those on my own time. I'll do those on my own time because I kind of want to make the like full version of this just to have it, but I definitely will make like the variants. I'll make the variants for yours, like the version for me and the version for you are like two different things. Because I mean, it really comes down to. So I guess here's a weird part. Obviously, if I'm doing this whole thing for myself, there will be ones that you've already kind of implemented, but it'll kind of be up to you whether you want to do the like keep your implementation of the cube and the eye and whatnot, or use whichever that I end up drawing. Obviously that's where the whole thing is at times very subjective in its purpose and use. But yeah, I'll definitely give you a version that does not have the watchtower. Actually, wait a second. No, I shouldn't fill that in with that color. We have this color. It's slightly different, but it should match up better. Yeah, custom backgrounds, I guess. I like how the trade-off is your version, it's nice and smooth in the actual shape, and my version, it's like 5 pixels of detail. And that's where it's like, yeah, if we really want to, it's not impossible for me to come back and make a 32x version later. I don't know. Nothing is impossible in this world. Nothing, I tell you. I can't see. Okay. Sorry, it's just hard to see where this gets cut off. So these pixels actually need to be filled in correctly. There we go. That's just how those biomes are. One thing I can also do, so you have the gradient on your original map here. You have it just chunk-based. I could actually return this version to like a sort of lo-fi thing like that. I did just copy the colors mostly from yours, so that's also an option. And the lake is such a weird thing. Oh yeah, 1 second. Yeah, let me finish my work over here because it's looking a little wacky. Okay, if you like the smooth gradient, I can definitely keep it then. Ah! That's not what I wanted. For the surface, this is where I think for most players, they don't actually care of the exact material layout of like the surface areas. But what they, I guess, would care about is the aesthetic of does it feel like the surface, and that's kind of what I'm going for. I'm kind of going for like an idealized version of what the map is in a lot of ways. It presents to people the vibes of what they expect. So a perfectly accurate map capture is gonna have this spire look kind of ugly. Unfortunately, that's I don't make the rules. That's just how it is. Meanwhile, I can actually, like, make it kind of the way I assume it looks in the developers' heads. Okay, is there always this much dirt on top of this house? I don't remember. Is that just how it is? Goodness me. Also, these are another thing that's going to be subject to vibes of how they seem, not how they are. I need green portal color. So the portal's like here, I guess. The pixel soon loads a pile of grass above the house and it falls. I never really registered it that much, but sure, I guess. Okay. Oops, wait, no, actually, I forgot I'm coloring the stuff here. Alrighty, yeah, most of this is like the same-ish color inside, so... I always think this one's way further lower than it is. Wait, are they exactly the same? Huh. For some reason, I thought the one was more slanted than the other, but it's not. Must be the Mandela effect. Again, pure vibes. What do you think it is versus what actually is it? Okay, so the fun part here is I can just copy and paste it because I don't. If it's a different slant, you really can't. Like they have the same pipes and everything. It's like the idea of it is like here-ish. I do find it pretty funny how the developers do just shove some of these kind of things. Just, yep, that's in the water now. Like, not even that deep. Can't you could just see it from the building. I think generally, like, it's so weird. Do you even need to complete the puzzle? I can't remember. Does the stuff spawn if the puzzle's not complete? Is that the catch? Oh my gosh. It's been a little while that I don't actually fully remember the details of all this. So I'm not too happy with how far back I positioned this. Yeah, wait, no, this is positioned all wrong. The edge of the house is like... And the house is directly above it. Now this is music. I am a man that turns vibes into pixels on a canvas. I just have to throw a bunch of junk on top of it. I mean, that kind of is just... Yeah, it's just kind of it. It's actually not that bad. It does have a little, like, it has a lot of little background details. Oh! Wow, am I actually stupid? I really did not pay much attention to this house at all. It actually has, like, little hints. It has little hints in the background of the house. Not just the book. The book is the obvious, or maybe not obvious, but, you know, the book is what drives you to check it out more. It just has a tablet in the background. It's just there. This music is resetting my brain. I might try to add some better shading to this. But aside from that... Yeah, like... I feel like there's more I can do, but it's a bit limiting. Also, while I'm at it, just get the surface pixels here. Kind of similar to the grass. I feel like the snow should have a similar-ish thing. I actually, like... I know I can do something a little bit better here, but I kind of do like it otherwise. It's so adorable. I just need to figure out, I think the difference in the colors of the browns isn't, I need to do some exaggerating a little bit. So like, let's make this a little bit brighter. And then it's a little bit more saturated, I guess. Yeah, some of the colors will probably change as I work on it. just to make the map actually like stand out on its own a little bit better. No, you don't, bot. You don't live. You're not real. No matter how much you beg, you're just a rat in a cage. I don't know, ones like that. I know it just rolls it over and over and over again and until it gets something better, and I haven't updated it. I meant to, actually. But, I don't know, ones like that slightly disturb me. Why did I create a thing that just gives me existential dread every time it talks? What's wrong with me? Just fill in the pixels. Ah. Too many pixels were filled in today. Stuff like this I could actually probably do off stream, and I probably should have done off stream. Like, it's not as interesting of detail work compared to, like, the mountain. The mountain was the peak of me doing interesting art on stream today. Okay, you know what? Actually, I think I'm gonna go with what I just said and finish that later. Okay. What else can I finish up real quick before... I mean, the tree is an undertaking and a half. Oh, and I also need to fill in this bit of land here. Oops. I mean, that might be there, but not sure. I mean, I guess the tree biome in general needs filled in. The tree is yet another pixel scene. What the heck? Oh. Wait, what? How are we escaping? Oh, right, okay. I'm dumb. That's not a wall. It's not a wall at all. Actually, you know what? This actually needs to be... Just kinda... Actually, I'm gonna use the snow biome. It's not accurate, but it's close enough. Again, it expresses the intention. Which is the important part. Okay, that is the actual terrain of the overworld placed. Oh, yeah! The gourd cave! 1 second. This is not important by any means. But it must be done before the end of the stream. I need my gourds. Gordon? Gordon Freeman? I feel like we could write lore for the guy that lives in the gourd cave. Like, what is that life like? I don't imagine it's, you know, the most eventful life that you could lead. Is he guarding the gourds, or does he just live there? Okay, yeah, if I do this, it should... There it goes, right? Yeah. The life of a gourd guardian. That's probably about as accurate as the main design of the cave is gonna get. This is so particular of a thing to detail. It's just up here. What is gourd color? Oops. It's like a pile of gourds. And then there's 2 lanterns. There's a skulls. Well, a book. There's a book. A book, a skull, and a bone. There we go. Immaculate detail. I'm actually gonna try one thing real quick. Just to set apart some of these little detailed corners. Because the game actually does have slightly more detailed edges. Also, what does this actually... Yeah, this ends up being a little goofy, but... This is our intention. Sometimes is simply to be goof. Whimsy. Whimsy maxing. I've talked about this recently. We're whimsy maxing. There we go. What the heck? Wait. Oh, maybe I actually have to do the whole chunk for it to... Right, well, no, that's only for the sky. I think I have to do the whole chunk. Right. Did I not give this a unique color when I did it originally? Huh. That's a slight pain, actually, because now I gotta figure out, based on the slightly blurry one, which one's the correct 16 by 16 position. Oh gosh, it's slightly off because I didn't think this part through. Are there... Oh gosh, I would have to have like the actual biome color map. I think... Right, no, I think this is the messed up one. Well, okay. When in doubt, go slightly further out than the 16. It's not like there's anything else up here that this is going to be causing problems for. Especially because I just have to carve a hole out or just not include it for New Game Plus and whatnot. There we go. Now it looks more correct. Very important detail. Okay. I guess I'll have to surprise you with the tree. Because we're... There's not enough time! I really... Even with my glyph hunting stream, I feel like I do not, in this game, check the... You know, the glyphs in the background nearly enough. Like, it's clear I missed a bunch. Minimum evil eye. Oh, it's so dumb. Oh, it's huge. It's absolutely massive. Compared to the actual, like, okay. When I was like using this reference of where things are, that's the evil eye. Those pixels there is the evil eye. Like, the position's correct, and that's the part that matters the most to me. Again, we make many a compromise when figuring out how to present a version of this world that makes sense. I think I can grab, so I'm gonna grab some darker colors from this. There's like a little base to the platform, like somewhere in here. Thing is, it's like, the actual design of this does not come off as nearly as tall as it actually is. Just trying to figure out if I can detail this thing just with some minimal fidelity. Problem is, some of these details are gonna... The colors are kind of all over the place a little bit. Oh, whatever. Greebling is very limited sometimes. Have I used that material anywhere? I guess that's vaguely similar to the... Okay, actually... I need to open up another thing. My LIMS telescope cache hasn't updated yet. I guess I haven't just cleared cache yet, so I don't get to enjoy the wonders of you having an icon now. The outer edge of this is really bright. I wanted to match that. That seems too much. I'll actually go with the inner color then. Yeah, that's fine. That's definitely reasonable enough. Just gotta fill all these in, and it should match yours a little bit better. It's similar enough to what I was doing anyway, so blends in way better. Oh, you haven't pushed it yet. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Then you push it and it has like 1,000 broken things that you weren't... You were working on 30 features at once and forgot. I mean, what? Well, how about you do that, bot? I don't feel like it. Problem is, doing this, I feel like I made... Like, this color's not distinct enough anymore. I guess I should just lighten it up a little bit. Just gonna adjust the colors on this. I mean, there's 1,000 little adjustments I can make, but we'll stick with a few simple ones. Yeah, there we go. The site's broken! Everything's on fire! What have you done? No, everything's fine. I'm actually curious, though. Again, though, it probably is going to be cached on my end, so I'm not sure if that'll immediately send through. Okay. There are the essence orbs. I wanted to mess with those real quick. Again, is the brickwork in here the same? I think it is the same general color, so... Before I do that, let me do the thing I was going to do. I gotta let myself get distracted a little bit. Retake that. Oops. Let me put this over here. Grab a slightly darker one to put in the middle. With a symbol. And then where's the dirt color? There we go. Mushroom! I like how... if I want to do this mushroom, it's done. That's the mushroom. My scribble, same quality as the actual mushroom. 10 out of 10. Not much more to do about it. Just to make sure. Refresh again. Wow! It shows me stuff. I guess that would be the other thing for sort of a spoiler-free mode. Is just not have it render the loot immediately. I don't know. I'm just again, just still stuck on that oddity. That's sort of a thing people would want. Part of me like kind of wonders whether I would use that. Maybe. This doesn't look right. This doesn't look right at all. 1 second. We gotta size it up. I'm sorry. It's gotta be bigger, better, bolder. It just looks so weird. Everything in the desert is just... It's just two things. It's made of dirt and the, like, ancient stone material. So it all kind of looks very similar. I should put the one that doesn't have the sun and moon on it, shouldn't I? The leaned version of this? Because isn't the default version actually... I actually don't have this, so this is what I'm more familiar with, personally. It's like, you know, it's more like, isn't it like leaned over or something? Like, I think it's disbalanced by default. I just don't remember if that's the correct way around. Also, incredibly important detail. Maybe the last thing I'll work on before ending the stream. Just to get the vibes truly correct. Cactus. Guess they actually usually only have the one arm. I'll just... just draw a couple of these. They do spawn throughout the whole desert, right? Yeah. These are not the same color, so the single dot ones... You know, they kind of do spawn in bunches, so I shouldn't spread them out too much, I don't think. Yeah, I think I should, be a little careful with the density of my cacti. And some dead bushes to go with it. There we go. Okay, sending update. I would appreciate if you test a bit. Okay, I can just refresh real quick. Oh, okay, no, it does have the icon. Cool. Wait, is it? I can't tell if that's the 16x or the 32x. Wait, am I not? Do I not have the? Does it have the new visuals or off any? Sorry, I'm just like, whoa, my gosh, sorry, I hit the find button with nothing in it and it just finds everything. I think. Wait, no, or is it just find all? No, it just finds all the ones. All ones. Not all pixel scenes. It's weird. Am I dumb or does it not have, It didn't seem to take very long for me, but I'm also not... I enable all of them, and I don't see them? Do I have to put regions to all as well? No? Well, it's not displaying anything new. That's where I'm not sure if this is updated. I mean, I guess you have the flag there in the settings, but... I mean, it does feel like... Oh, wait. Oh, I just refreshed it again. I just refreshed it again, and it's taking way longer. I think I had to check it and then refresh, maybe? For it to actually try... Oh, jeez. Is it stuck? Oh, that took forever, dude. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty bad. It didn't do it, like, okay, so basically, I went to, I refreshed the page and none of your new things were visible. And then I went down, enable all, kind of slow, it says. I refreshed, and it was slow. So if I refresh again, it's not as bad the second time, so it's probably cached in my browser or something right now. Probably a huge cache. That's one thing that's a little scary to me. If I do off, it's like the loading assets takes a moment with off, but I don't know. I think it's all cached now, so I don't think some... Yeah, first load, I do think probably is taking a pretty nasty hit. Yeah, let me close the tab completely and open it up. It does feel slower. Okay, now let me set it back to all, kind of slow. And then close the tab and then open it again. Oh, it put it back to some. It seems to only set it... Yeah, like... That very first time is incredibly slow. I'm gonna close my browser and see if it's slow again when I open it up. Oh, sorry, I wasn't sharing my browser. I'd have to get that set up in OBS again. I was just testing it off to the side. No, it's not slow. Okay, so now it's not being slow again, which makes me think I have something in cache. But ooh. Okay, one second. Let me split this off into another window. Let me set this up in OBS for you real quick. I'm not sure if I'm crazy or if things are weird. Oh wait. Okay, sorry. I just had a really weird idea. Does this work? If I had a browser thing... One second. Oh gosh, I can put it directly. Okay. I forgot I could do this. Oh, wait, and that shows you how slow. Oh gosh. Oh no. Okay, this is me loading it in OBS's browser thing. Which means it reset what if it had a cache. That's how long it takes when I load it fresh through OBS's browser. Actually, what does that like have any cache at all? Like, what if I refresh it again? Okay, no, see that now you see this the second time there it was as fast. So what I keep saying about it's like, oh well, now that it's like cached or whatever, it seems fine. Fine enough anyway. So it's like that very first load is pretty bad, and then if the cache ever gets reset, so if you ever update the app, I guess. But, so I'm just trying something real quick. Ah. Oh. Okay, the OBS browser can't do drop downs. That's that's unfortunate. This is just a very rudimentary like browser system. Oh wait, but I can access it. Okay. Okay, I was just kind of curious what the performance on this lightweight little thing is. Yeah, definitely stuff like this would benefit from the texture. Whoa. I kind of forgot I could just, like, this is so much cleaner than the way I was doing it before, even if I can't use certain drop downs and stuff. So, okay, what if I get rid of this? Is it gonna be cached still? Or is it gonna start a new cache for the new instance of the browser if I make another one? Okay, it makes a... Wait, no, it's definitely... never mind. I thought... No, it's still cached. So, maybe... Man, I don't know how caching works with a weird browser like this. But this is freaking... Okay. But yeah, I think you probably got a chance to see there that first instance of the loading hit is pretty slow the first time. So I'm just testing one more thing real quick. Now, it's fine in OBS, but one second. Let me do a window capture for you real quick of LIMS telescope on Firefox. Something I just noticed just now. Ow. So 60 FPS, you could probably see it's smooth if I move it around and everything. Everything's fine. I zoom out. Everything's generally fine with none. If I go over here, and put it to all, which again, oh wait, is it gonna? Okay, it does. There is kind of a performance hit on my Firefox tab. And I know I've got other things like YouTube running for music, though the music just went off. But, this performance hit's pretty nasty. Messed up the zip part. Well, that might at least help. I'm wondering if this is a Firefox issue or what. I know my Firefox does, you know, have some limits to it, what with all the tabs I have. Though the tabs aren't loaded right now. But yeah, I don't know if you can really notice just how bad this is on stream. I'm actually kind of surprised it's this rough. Turn them back off. Wait for it to refresh, and smooth. It's so performant and nice. It's not latency, it's frame rate. I mean, there's probably latency, but that zoom issue is just my scroll wheel, but like, what did you change? I'm changing it between all and none. Oh gosh. My middle mouse is... Wait, can I... Oh, I forgot I can click without the middle... I don't know why I'm using the middle mouse button for that. I think it's because a lot of other programs... You know, like if I swing this back and forth... And here's some... It's a lot better with just some. It's not perfect, but it's better. And then off. Super smooth. I didn't realize. Yeah, it's like, I think it's one of those things where getting away with a bunch of these is one thing, but having all of them maybe is a bit much. I'm not sure. Like, I guess the small ones are a bunch of little... The heck? Like several pixel textures. Whereas with some... whenever it refreshes. Hello? I'm not sure what triggers it to not refresh sometimes. I'll just do it myself, I guess. Yeah, can I put it back down to some? Yeah, it's like these are going to be 512 sized ones. Which, again, like every single 512 scaled image. I'm also not sure, there's probably no culling happening. Obviously, ones like this is necessary and priority. This is semi-necessary. I guess this is like the spawn pixels are necessary. Can you do a Control-Shift-R to see if it loads faster now? Okay, let me set it back to the worst, just because it didn't seem to load in. Control-Shift-R. I'm assuming that's a reload with cache. My problem is it reloads... I just realized it reloads fast. Like... It It's either good now, or my browser is being goofy. I don't know. Yeah, okay, so the slow load is good. If only there were a way to prevent the performance loss. I mean, again, you don't really lose it with just the sum. It's kind of interesting because I guess these are simple enough that they don't. Yeah, these are still Wang tile like level detail. Separately because I zipped it wrong. Oh, okay. Yeah, so in the end, yeah, it is. In the end, unfortunately, you might want to ask more people to try this option and see if it does this. I don't know if my browser specifically, like, if I'm just pushing it too far, like if it's throttling. I am streaming, but my CPU is doing fine. Not a single thread is near max. My GPU is fine. Everything's fine. Though I will say my GPU is up higher than I thought, but I think that's because I'm outputting 2 streams at once. Also, good night, Gold. You don't have to watch any longer. I'm sorry. Also, it seems fine on Chrome. Chrome might have some hardware acceleration maybe my Firefox doesn't have, so everything runs better on Chrome. That's the point of Chrome, I guess. But yeah, definitely not have that on by default at the very least, because this is fine. Anyway, yeah. It is getting to quiet hours, so I probably should wrap up my stream. I'll send you my work as I do it with this, I suppose. How does that look in the other world? 1 second. But yeah, I do need to wrap up this stream, I suppose. Wait. Oh, that's so weird. That's different between the two biomes. Oh. Remember what I was saying recently about the... So nothing critically broken now? I suppose not. Not with the loading times not being that bad. And again, so long as you keep it disabled by default, I suppose it's fine. So remember what I was talking about how weird it is that it feels like the snow biome has a lot of the progression important stuff, but it doesn't have as much content as the sand biome. I realized, like, okay, so not only do you have the evil eye, which is needed for at least 1 or 2 quests, it has the sunstone, the Leviathan for the portals. It has, like, 4 of the 5 essences is over on this side. I feel like there was some other stuff I mentioned, but a thing I realized, so the essence stone on this side of the world doesn't have the reference to the elements, but the one on this side of the world does when I look at the texture differences between the 2 biomes. That's so very strange. That is indeed weird. Like, they're different. Actually, yeah, the 2 are notably different. Wait, they're straight up made of different stone. This is made of the same stone as the Evil Eye platform. I guess that makes sense. The 2 sides of the world are made with different materials. Just in general. The one, I guess, would be more of like a sandstone kind of thing. How fascinating. There we go. Is this actually kind of sitting on the pedestal where the other one is very much not? But, yeah. Yeah, I'll work on this a bit more tonight, maybe. But I need to wrap up the stream. We're too late. It's too late. But I think I made pretty good progress. Again, like if I zoom out a little bit here to present the world with devastation. Move that around. Yeah, if I get rid of that. Yeah, it's actually, one second. I'm gonna real quick layer new from visible, then make these invisible. So yeah, if I compare sort of without and with, obviously we have a lot of blobby red things that aren't too good and doesn't line up perfectly because again I scaled down just the image. Oh yeah, I forgot about this noise texture I threw in there. But it definitely is coming along. It's pretty dang convincing. From a distance anyway. I love the exaggerated locations and everything. Corporate wants you to find the difference between these two pictures. Well, that one's been scribbled over. Actually, I can fix that real quick. 1 second. We can make this even more convincing. There we go. Corporate wants you to find the difference between these two images. See, mine has a nice blue background. That's the real difference here. Okay, are we committing to leaving Hills 2? Like, is this just an Easter egg? You know, I guess, you know, if we're being dumb like this, there's nothing that also just stops me from putting like a giant freaking, you know, Hamas up here. Like, okay, it's a tall Hamas. 1 second, I messed up the. This is an incorrect Hamas. I'm failing to draw a Hamas. Truly pathetic of me. Hamas from memory. There we go. It's like a lot brighter than an actual. I don't know why I put it like going down the hill. I think I would actually want it to kind of be doing the inverse. I think I want it like over here, like kind of up the hill instead. Okay, maybe not that high up the hill. How do I do this? Hamas. My beloved. Actually, like, make it standing properly like it would with a slightly bent knee. The ISO Hamas. This Hamas is the size. This Hamas is actually at least as big as Colmy, right? Like, bigger than Colmy? The real Leviathan. The Lord of Hills 2. Oh, man. It's funny. But yeah. I am happy with my progress today. Ding 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 ding. I guess when did I wait? Exactly, like how did this happen? Why how when did I fill it? What the heck? I didn't fill in the tree. Oh, right, when I erased the red. Okay, it just leaves a hole that makes the tree look outlined. That was weird. That messed up my brain a little. I'm trying to think if there's anything I wanted to mention before I end the stream, but yeah, yeah. Thank you all for watching, and I need to end the stream. I'm up way too late. Well, I'm not up way too late, but I'm, you know, it's getting on into the night. I'll probably show this off, like the completed version, another day, but yeah, I'll just casually work on this and hand it over to Lim, and yeah. See ya. Now's the real question. With the way my stream is set up now, I'm assuming the automatic shut-off should shut off YouTube. Except for YouTube, it's weird, and the live continues to play when the stream isn't playing, and I don't know why. Anyway, good night, everybody. Good night.